Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Commissioner Butch Borasky, District 4, and we're going over the statewide ballot questions. And there's a few here, not a whole bunch, but anyway, I think since the election's coming up, everybody should hear about what the ballot questions are, besides what's on the front here, because sometimes you don't get the whole story. And we were over to question 2, had to do with the mines and mineral rights.
Yeah, you know what? If this was shown up in Tonopah, the phones would be lit up like you would not believe.
Right.
We don't really have any mining down here in Prop area. Closest thing we have is in Beatty, and there's some stuff over here in California too. But I'll go back to a yes vote would remove the special constitutional protections for mining and give our state the ability to update its tax policies, there's that word again, to fund schools, road, and essential services. They always put in here that this stuff is going to fund our schools or whatever, and it never seems to make it there. But here's an argument against passage. So this would be a no vote. In 1864, the Nevada Constitution has required taxation of mineral proceeds generated by Nevada's important mining industry. In 1989, the measure that the mining industry paid a greater share of taxes, voters approved the constitutional amendment that permitted the increase in the tax rate of the net proceeds of minerals. Today, the mining industry pays hundreds of millions of dollars in taxes, provides high-paying jobs, and supports communities in countless other ways. Now is not the time to change the Constitution and threaten this vital Nevada industry in the communities that supports. And I agree with that statement, because the mining industry is one of the big, other than gaming, is one of the big money makers. It provides jobs like you would not believe, and good paying jobs. This is not a burger flipping joint job. This is guys and women that go out and make big money for running heavy equipment, moving rocks around and getting gold and silver and all these other things that we have in the ground. And putting a further cost on the mining companies is going to have a negative effect. And what it's going to do is the owners of the mines are going to say, well, wait a minute, now it costs me another $5-10 million a year to run this mine. I'm going to have to get rid of some people because I can't afford to do that. And you know what that does?
Well, that's why I'm anti-tax, because anytime you increase the taxes, somebody gets hurt. And that somebody could be the workers, it could be the employees, it could be anybody, it could be us as a consumer. And the thing is the mines is a big source of tax revenue as it is. So why do you want to tax them more? And I don't want to hear this crap about them just sticking up for the rich people or something, because I'm by far not rich, but I enjoy working and paying my own way. So why would we hurt a business that's doing nothing but good for our state, our community, or whatever, and put people to work? Why would we want to make people unemployed so we can say, aha, we're getting even with somebody?
You know, we're going to get to the good part on one of these down the line somewhere where fairness comes into play. But I just want to pick up on this a little bit in case I didn't say it. The legislature already has the power to raise revenues by increasing fees and taxes and creating new ones that would apply equally to mining and other Nevada businesses. So they already have the authority to do that, but they're putting this on a ballot question for the people to decide that. And I thought they were supposed to decide for us, but I've always agreed with ballot questions and final decisions on them. If the taxpayers approved it, then they should be approved. If they denied it, it should be denied. That's the will of the people. Right. And I know you just say no, but and most of the time I agree with you.
Well, you know, I don't just say no. I'm going to vote no on it. My opinion is there's too much taxes on the people. I don't care if it's a business, a person, or what. There's too much taxes. The government's going to have to learn to operate with what they got. But you know, as far as the ballot question goes, I'm a smoker, and I signed a petition to make smoking illegal in these stores and that. And I was puffing on a cigarette when I signed it, and the people were just looking at me. And I said, because I believe if that's what the people want, then that's what we should give them. If it's what the people don't want, then that's the way it's going to be. The same with this ballot question. If you vote in favor of it and it goes through, I'll accept it that it went through and that the majority of the people voted for it. But if you ask my opinion, I say no to anything that takes away money from individuals. I don't care if it's a business or not.
Okay, well, yeah, and again, a no vote will retain the constitutional provisions that are already there. So the legislature already has the latitude to change or increase taxes. Of course, they'd have to vote on it, but they already have the ability to do that. Now, mining provides over 12,000 jobs in Nevada, 12,000. That may not seem like much, but boy, those families that live off of that money, it's not an easy job. It's hard work. There's no easy part of mining. And it pays an annual wage of over $87,000, one of the highest averages in the state. So these are not cheap jobs. These are jobs that pay real good. Of course, on the other hand, it's dangerous. It's physically demanding, whether you're driving a haul truck, which it probably has more on the back of it than a set of doubles coming down the road here, 40 to 80 ton, sometimes 100 ton. And usually the ones driving them are women are about 5'5". And when you see them come out on the catwalk, it's amazing. They go, wow. They wheel that big puppy around that mine and dump that ore, and they don't have accidents either. So, a no vote would retain the constitutional provisions that help make Nevada a global leader in mining and ensure strong mining industries. Now, there's one other negative to that and I don't want to read this whole thing because I'm probably boring a lot of people. That's why they're not calling in. But it does scar the landscape. But there's another thing that people don't understand. If somebody wanted to go out and start a mine right now, a new one, say they want to start mining up here in Black Rock on the other end of town here, which they can't do anyways. But the process to get a mining claim, to open that up and actually do any mining, might be a 10 to 15-year proposition. And it probably costs more money than most people are willing to spend to do it. Because most of these mines are usually on public lands, people's land, by the way, that's public. You and me and all those folks out there.
Yeah.
That's our land, but we don't have any say in it. And then the first thing you have is you got to have an environmental assessment, and then you got to have another thing, and then you got to get the approval of the Fish and Wildlife, in case there's tortoise, turtles, beetles, crows, ravens, things like that, and sage grouse too. You got to worry about those, which is a real issue up north, by the way, especially on the geothermal leases and things like that. So there's so much that a mining outfit that have to go through millions and millions of dollars just to start up a new mine. We do, by the way, have 2 going in Esmeralda County, one starting up again in an old pit in Beatty, and another new one. We've had the expansion on Round Mountain Gold in Round Mountain, just outside of Tonopah, and then another new one in that same area, Round Mountain area. So there are new mines opening up. If for some reason the cost to the companies to do the mining increase, and this ballot question would, if it was approved, would increase their cost to do business. Probably some of them wouldn't be started, and even though some of them are 3/4 of the way through the system, but those are additional jobs. And when you see numbers like 87 grand a year on average, and you're going to start 4 new ones in between Esmeralda County and Nye County, that's more jobs for people here that are willing to travel up there, number one, but also for other people, other places in the state to go there and work. And again, it's a good, it keeps people off of welfare, it does great things, provides decent jobs, good pay, something a young family can really get their arms around and have a future. And to me, when the state keeps wanting more money and more money and more money, it's got to stop somewhere, Bill.
All right, well, we need to go to this break, and we'll pick up on that as soon as we come back.